this should work. This should work. I look really weird on camera. The glasses. Otherwise, did not used to. Didn't mirror. Anyway, today we are going to work part of the firewall possible change of name in the future, according to what I wrote. It's the big guy didn't screen because I was rendering what we do last 2 weeks. So there is 800 frames of part in the European, now which I feel that there is going to be. I remove the parts that I need to render because stupid if I render those parts. I think that I'm gonna play with the position of the camera on those scenes. Still how it's going to end up looking. I don't wanna have like those. I mean, there is not a lot, right? Why my monitor keeps just disappearing? Anyway, so honestly, so there are what? Like, you see that? But you don't see that because it's no. Have 8 frames. Probably no, it's not. We have 80 25 frames, right? That's by 24. No. 8 25 divided by 24. Yeah, those are 30 seconds actually. I think that I did something wrong. I don't think that these are 30 frames. I don't know, you cannot make it. I also notice that I have a little error here, but I'm leaving because I didn't notice what it was until date, blah blah blah. So today that does not matter. Today we are going to be working on Ashcoalt. Let me pull up probably the reference there. I'm gonna pull up my own reference. I velocities up this. There is like how I want this, more of like the skeleton base, like cranium here and like the bones, how they are made, all of that. I have here just this to reference that I have. Like this is how it mirror camera is mirror, that is why this one like it's more like how it is looking actually nowadays, like the one that we saw on the last stream and that we built up previously. Now that I'm thinking, I never posted an art station post. I think that I wanna post it unless that I posted with the baby version. You're still in old scene, isn't it? Anyhow. We have this, right? Something happened is that font. No, it's not update any second. That must. So the point is that baby Ashcoalt in the lore perspective, right? Like I have plans to have more of this on a more like bestiary kind of piece work of page. Thinking on that, I've been thinking that this specific scene, oh, like I have rewrite it a little bit how it's gonna be, so it fits more towards what I want. I don't know if it was last stream or 2 streams ago. I set up some questions here. So I was thinking like, well, probably people think of the questions being other way, right? Is this here? No, it's in this. Okay, so here. I just got the scenes and blah 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 blah. That's when I say that I probably change on name of video. Be more like, hey, this is the important thing. Now this is what you get from the title. This is what you get from the thumbnail preview. This is what you get from the story, and all of them complement. Is really like best way to do it. I think it's because of that. There, I don't see. No, it's not focusing. Weird. Anyway, or it's probably because it is rotated. Anyway, when we think what we are doing, when we think of what baby, it makes sense. The sense of in dream reality, you know that the of the days that today is 16, which I am really lost on what day of calendar human day is. Don't ask me that. So today, mm, there is this idea of what is going on, sense of gold that never actually died in reality, but it is just like the way that I can describe it is more like it happened cycle to it, right? Like it basically just time shifted backwards it the point that it is now when it died, there is not something that the essence of a squad is that it is destruction. So destruction is basically some concept, human concept, which if you think about it, it cannot be destroyed. Therefore, Ashcoalt, same with death and a lot of those things, cannot die. No, because same as creation, all of that. And since Ashcoalt wasn't in that mood for dying, it is not going to disappear. It's just like also this way of showing that it is still there. It's more like this is another Ashcoalt than the one that you saw later stuff. But the point is that Ashcoalt is going to be from bringing back to life from destruction stuff. So then you can get this idea of endless cycle of life and death. Therefore, there is this idea that life can be stopped to exist, but there is going to change. Let's say that life, the concept of celestial, it will be like similar to a god-like concept. So, celestial of life dies, another celestial of life needs to come. It doesn't mean that it's the same. In the case of Ashwan, being the bones that are the ones that are corrupted itself, they are resurrecting. So the interesting thing about Ashcoalt, the Ashcoalt didn't die as a old growing creature, the one that you saw in the one that we were animating in the last stream. But it's more like it was always this small baby that you're gonna see in a moment. And that small baby is the one that died and resurrected. The reason of why it is resurrected is like I don't know if I wanna show being resurrected or it's just want to show that it's been, because there is something that it makes thing, you know. Now that I am thinking of it, I think that I know how to show because it's not. I don't know how to drive this. I think I need to show, like, to see how this works. Because actually, thing is that it is going to be hard because then if I have this bond entity being resurrected, it's going to be opening the doors to all the resurrection, which is not the case, right? So I don't know how to explain you. Okay, wait. The point of Ashcoalt being able to resurrect is because it is more of a concept than entity, right? It was a concept taking form, not a or taking like real physical life like form rather than a real physical life form taking the power of a concept. That is the difference. So any life creature that's that obtains that celestial power is going to be prone to die. Whether this being like a creature, like it was never following a thing. The reason of why is that Ashkon, okay, I remember what I wrote. I was like, when did Ashkon die? So Ashkon dies in the underworld. The underworld here, more like the Hades, is this place where even if you are alive, you can go. Right? So Ashkon got there alive, but never left. It was somehow in this limbo between life and death. So when she was down there exploring and all of that, it got to a point when Kronos was free. So I know why it's going down. You wanted to turn that wait, flashing like that. So when Ashkol died, it was on the underworld. It technically just became part of the underworld, right? So Kronos was freed. This is the reason of why I'm able to resurrect it because Kronos is freed, and therefore, like time starts to happen to Celestials too, because that is something you don't think about it, right? Like you see Celestials like entities that live long, so they can choose to be reborn into the same body without properly dying, right? As that was before the T event happened. Once the T event happened, specifically after Kronos was freed, Celestials were prone to this idea of time passing to them, even when time is a very human concept because it only exists once. Celestials were, after being like living creatures, they start experiencing consequences of time. So once that happened, The only universe that was not affected a lot by that was the atomic plan and the path to it. So that's still just timeless, making like someone from that lived in our world while mammoths were alive, it's possible for them to still be in there in the gardens of the Mictlan. So when all of this happened, Goan was underground, underworld, then Ashcoalt was just able to basically just stay there, and it somehow like what happens in the mid, it dies there, but it didn't actually die. What it happened is that time passed to it, and the way that Ashcoalt is just growing up is just by eating stuff, right? It is just that is why I have the idea of making this classic grow up. I don't know what is the genre, but what is this when you are like character and you are growing up in the entire universe? So it's basically what Ashcoalt is, right? So in the point, there is also like this change missing according to the space that it is. So you can technically make a squirrel grow up in a cave, and the max that is gonna grow up is when it can possibly grow bigger, and it's mainly because of that. So when you have a squirrel going to the underworld through the pyramid, when the underworld is open and then was no Kronos prisoner and there was no Hades ruling the underworld, but is able to go in and destroy the underworld. But in that process, it somehow things got reverted on him. I need to explain that and see how to explain that, but basically, things got inverse, and instead of growing up, it starts to decay to the point that it became just a skeleton that was there on the underworld. And crash happened, the skeleton was disappeared. Therefore happens the beginning of the episode where I found it, and through the power destruction remaining in the reality is bring back to a physical form. Because while it was in the underworld, it adapted to it, becoming an skeleton, right? But being just this skeleton, it wasn't able to grow. You will think, and like what it grows is just the physical form that you see of it. The skeleton, while it makes sense, it didn't grow properly. And again, when Kronos was there and all the Titans happened and all of that, Gohan was fighting the Titan. Just something like him, just make him go back to this baby stage. I think that that's something I just talk a lot, probably don't make, but it will do eventually. Just turn it off. And I just increase the screen time to be up. Where is it that I don't see? Yeah, because we don't see the change size of the screen thing. No, turn this off. It's not turned off apparently somehow. I don't know. So we are going to get this gold. So far I have this that I'm going to start. There's I don't know something with my table like that. So today we have this Ashcoalt, right? So I have here the eyes. These are, if I am remembering properly, let's turn off everything. Yeah, the eyes are basically same from the other one. Have this eye. We can show again the reference. I tell you that I have the reference. We have that tongue. Let me just change to one other. It decides to be mirror, but for now we'll leave it this way. We have this. I have a squad here in my colors. Let's see more. This let me just bring it to my. I see how it looks. Got it. Why is my screen just doing that? Let me just. Like, that looks okay. I don't know why it's doing that. It's going to be bothering for me, but that's so. I have this as called. I think that we need to have it. So I see how I did this. And I'm going to do the same things. Let's just start by sculpting the face. What I need to do is enable this. The head first. To apply the subdivisions. First of all, I need to merge distance so all of these in the middle are like flattened into a single one. Then I can apply this. I can go to sculpt mode. Okay. Let's see that there is mirror. Now that I am see that I'm gonna do, I'm going to start making it more what I wanted. I use this one, my favorite blender. What I can see is that we can that can just keep turning it off. I'm gonna put it a resolution like this to remesh it. Then I'm going to start working. So Oh, I'm going to just do this here. That's something we need to build up this. Like this doesn't need to be perfect, since we are going to have our own section later. No, notice this back. Okay. And use monitors, turn it off. And to be honest, I don't like how I bring it back to similar. We can have this. What I need here. Why is turn it off my monitor? Reconnecting every time. Anything with the, because it says the day is up to date. This should be. I think about I keep working. So let's doing this. Not have this. I'm gonna isolate this to just work. Just work on now. Not focusing on anything else. Then we focus on everything else and make it work. Need this to be down like this. Then this section that there is still there. Oh, so the overview, let's flatten it this way. And flatten the area. This it is looking this way. It's much better. Now what we need to have here is basically sculpt the face into a shape that we can use. Let me, I can keep working on that. That's why I'd love to have them separately. I can have here reference how it should look, and also give it a look on the big one. But the big one is more. If the big one is smoother, I cannot have one so hard shaped, like hard. It's just something I wanna do is I'm gonna make it more rounded. So this is a baby, right? Think about the baby creature. They have so much soft features, a big head from a small body. Probably it is too big body, so we will see how I do it. Something that we can do. I wanna mark this section here. This section here going to be the one. Oh, it's going that here. For that, so is this area. Let me see how I have the eye. Almost like a flat surface. It's also more flatter, but since it maybe I think that having it here like this way good. So these are the eyes. We need to have a space. The eyes to exist and have this big chunk area. Going to work upon what the run says, so we can sockets, which means that the eye didn't change a lot of size. Now let me remesh this. Then we can start working volume around it. Giving me some, let me add other options. Advanced, yeah, only, but only the front faces, so it doesn't do a lot of this. So we can have this. Let's do it a little more smaller version. We can add more details. Now we start to shape this way. We can start to give shape that we want these eyes. Something like this. Now, like this, it is going as we want. Now, what we do is, for example, we can go here. Let's just go back to the clay brush and start adding the volume here. Make it like it's not super big bushy eyes because they look bad. Let's start moving this. We can fix everything afterwards always. Okay, if things go broken while you're doing this, that's going to happen. We need to be able to set. So this looks more somehow how it should be looking. How to look around, wrapping around the eyes. Is somehow like the hardest part to do. Now that we have that, let's fix this. Most of the time you just been doing this, like you do this, you broke it at one point and you need to fix it. Now that that looks good, let's build up some mask here. Like even if you see it from a top perspective, it looks more rounded now, which is what we wanted. Round object. Now let me just hide that for a second. This one, grab, we got this sunken area, which we only need to get the sensation of going down, because if I am remembering properly, yeah, I did not close the eye. So until just like there. The key is having this, so what it matters is this zone here. So the shape of here, but it looks good. I wanna go with this one, flatten brush to make this into a flattened surface. So it's just like geometric here. Because then we can grab this one, build up slowly. Volume. It is this way. We volume here. This idea of like a eyelid, eyelid. I just disable the Windows key since I press it by accident. Now this way and that way. Okay. Let it shape brush. Add it on here and here. When we bring back this, Then we can bring this one. Just it is not big bulbing eyes without reason. They are big. They are having like reason. That big. And probably what I need to do is to have them move a little bit on the x-axis. This way, like we make the eyes be more out. So it first of all aligns to what is looking. So now the eyes are sticking out a little bit more, right? They make sense now, the way that they are looking. We have this making sense of how accommodated that I can do. Just make sure these are okay. So let's add a mirror. Connect the mirrors to everyone. Now we have the eyes properly appearing. Now we can get this. We come back to spot, select the face. close it more. We can do this. Then we make them so they are still sticking out. But that's before they were just sticking out a lot. Thing that I want to do is select the crease one. I'm going to start creasing this here. Paint or we shape it in whatever shape we want that we have that line and just use that as reference where everything be. That line should be bordering the eyes. Wait. I think on the smooth brushes. Like this is the 70 on 30% of we smooth this. And we can just go back here and see what it looks weird. For me, it looks weird that this just decreases here. So I want to add volume on this. Mm, What's some volume? Go this way. We can add more volume here without worrying. We can do is just flatten the again with the interior of the socket. We just flatten it. We have a bigger contrast. The socket at the wall, walls, socket, the exterior. So looking at this is way more better what it was looking at. I'm noticing that my drawing does not have the nose, just here, here, like what? Let's see if I can just add up a little around this. See what shape did I make? I make it like an inverse teardrop. Now let's just grab the shape tool, shape tool. Grab this edge and we put to how we want it. Oh, then I made it. Okay. We have these strings. Then what we do to have this big eyeball. Watch this eye. Taking a lot, but it's sticking now. I'm gonna have it like if this is looking forward, like a normal mirror eyes. That's something that I noticed that that's problem. That if I wanted to do that, it's not perfect. This have hold on to me this protect. Okay, something like that. Go back to this thing, and start sculpting hole here. It's like that when it starts moving. Then see, now that we have that, I think that this is perfect point for us to start with eye shape. Now grab it. Then we can bring this. Let me see it with texture on this one. Quite good. Looks like that I had it like that. if it was just. I feel that this should be more. And work on that interior. Flatten the interior and flatten here. This back. Now what we can do, change to this. I think I or previously escape. Noticing that you don't see this. Whatever. Now you are seeing it. So somehow the eye seems to be too more. Even though it got more. This one I be more like that. We need to make tone down a bit. No, so this we just do this area. So we can add our over here. I'd like to have some set of eyebrow like in shape, not being properly eyebrow. Take flatten one of this, then we flat all of start to start in this way. Now the eye seems to be fitting there. Still is missing something. We're gonna do is we're slowly build up some volume up here on top, round it, making somehow sense of each look. Then we smooth all of this, and then we fix the eye up. That is done. Do we build up more part eyelid here. Good. I no I we make sure that it covers well. And so then what I do is just this flawless decision between there. Then again we go bring this we do this. Then this again. Before smooth it, let's just pick up the one is to be just full scale. It like now that we have this, let's do that here. I think that is let's grease brush. Start with it big. We shrink it more. Tiny. We put like everything. It is now looking good. So now what we need to do is line this. Be almost perfectly evenly smooth. Like we just start adding a little of volume and we smooth it again this way. When we look from the side, it should look good. Do is I'm going to volume here. It like it's like something like this. How big is the size of the head? Let me just to make the body proper This is like around 5 centimeters, so 15 looks good. I think I'm gonna put it around here. Around here feels shape properly. Proper size. So we do this. One with this is that if we 3D cursor this and close it, for doing that, this, and we can go back to all of this. Seek. Something like this. Something like this. So on the real one, put this down, around where the connection just mode like this, like the scale, go to sculpt mode. I think there is too much to do, while still it's not mesh. Not a lot to do. Just put it in what it almost a up one, but with a little of base. Something like maybe just this. Then I'm gonna have it this one more of close out. Because it makes a little of sense. For me at least. Now back to the sculptor mode. Proper. start from here and I'm gonna start down here. What happened in this one when I hide this one? Okay. I'm gonna delete the transfer. Useful. Work on here. More. Go now. Out. This. We can go on. Put this open. Let's go back to sculpting. Build up some. Yeah. Let's build up some here. One hub is flatten this. Yeah, let's just hold on. Here we can flatten it. One. Build up mask here because it seems that it disappears somehow. To here, the tip of the mouse is look promising, so let's just fit this in. And we start combining these two. These two are on the same. Let's remove this control button. So this. Now we are just getting the shape. We are not worrying the details for now. Now that is the case, but it seems that the eyes just mix these two. Now let's work on this one. Should be easy. It's done. Nice and smooth. What did the head say? We combine it with this. Going to be for the sculpt place. I'm open to leave these bones, these soft they are. We got to sculpt mode, proper scale for this 30. We just smooth everything. This a little bit more. Think that this is good to stop import thing. We got a good point. Need to do the scales of a font. There is other things that we can do. So let me explain you how I did, for example, the mouth a little bit. What I did is I go to sculpt mode. Then there is this mask. Press the mask. Then I start of all set it up of 100 pressure because I want all that I paint part of them. I paint all of this interior area. Here this all wet paint. We paint all of this. Even if it goes a little bit beyond that, it doesn't matter. We can use Ctrl to erase it and shift off the selection, the edges, which is something that we want. We paint here, shift of this section, and we Ctrl again the same with the upper side of the mount. Now make sure that we select also part of this, so we can work to and just off this and it what we don't need. Thing like this should work because we can work from. Then we go mask. We can do sharpen mask to face it from mask. We can do mask extract actually. Mask. Face it. Start face it. It's going to take a while. I should have saved before this. It gave us this geometry, but it is not the best. But oops, delete it. But it's going to be useful. Let me see which one. And we that's why we need to apply this. And we need to see this one. For example, say that a thickness of 0.25 centimeters. An offset of 0. Offset of 0 should work. Then what we are going to do is this one, for example. Simplify. We are selecting this. This one, for example. We need to make it more hard with the this one. I need to apply this. Then we start moving this here. So it creates this part of the here, the mouth. Then of course it's just question of moving this and like playing with it, all of that. That is simple to merge, you know, like the texture of the skin, it is also simple to do. It's only question of doing painting on the skin, and like we are like the mask. I like to do that in the end because it depends on what we do. Go to the mask. We start painting, right? Like we painted, then we go inflate. I think we inverse and we inflate or something like that. That should be it. Then part of me wants to not add so much fangs. I will see. What do I need to seek, for example, for this? How much do a baby like has? Because if I open this, perfect. Right. What is our test that I did to see which the best way to put it? Are here. They have these tiny fangs. I don't know how realistic photo. But in this case, like having them smooth, it is a good option. So I think that for now it's a good progress. We still need to do the comb area fangs. I need to create the fangs. Example, this one. Do this. These are like this. Simple shapes. Same with the eyes. And I am noticing they are probably not the same eyes. They were the same. They will be unwrapped already. Few problems for future me. I like how simple this ended up looking. So I'm gonna have here vision of how like goes and stuff like that. Simple to do what we are missing. This case, this one is going to be simple. And I wanna put the render for other scenes. Let me close this. I need to do is to render this, I think. Just probably open the Explorer and see where. Yeah. Let's see. So far, I am around this one. I should be on this frame 221, 321. So all of this area that is missing at moment. Didn't I animated this to be disappearing? Once it start to do this, I should hop here. These are movements like this. Think that here it's moving, but it is not. It's moving late. I think on this point is where I should move this. When there is this CG takeoff, like there is no error happening on that spec. The idea is to have this reference, you know, for the light and light it up. And this, of course, like this takes over and all of that, but I will see how I. So let's go. This one, like there is a lot of frames to do. Like I think I have thinking that I'm gonna finish this in like a month or so. Let me just see here things like I think that for actually another the month should be almost over. There's 2 weeks left. One, it will be this one and this week. Then it seems to be like this week from here to here when I can finish the renders. We'll see. It will be all for today. It was interesting. I'm going to probably start to write down, setting down. Oh, you can see that because it just frame rate just dropped. Let's not hit render. Hit render. I'm going to leave this for now. It's interesting. Let's set up how Ashcoalt works a bit more. And besides that, I think that there is nothing to say. Then I'm gonna hit the render here and see how much image I believe that unless that the frames just start going so insane, can probably just go around here. Yep. Not a lot, but